nonprofit organization that works to provide support to people with intellectual and developmental disabilities recently hit a major milestone.
We're talking about the Home of Guiding Hands. It now has 1,000 employees. Wow. And joining us in studio to speak more about what this means for the organization is Edward Hershey. He's the CEO and president of Home of Guiding Hands. Thank you so much for being here. So people may not know what this is, so just tell us a little bit more about your organization and what it does.
Home of Guiding Hands is one of the largest provider of services for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We've been serving San Diego County for over 57 years. And providing exceptional services to people and their families with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Well, congratulations on the 1,000. I mean, that's an amazing milestone. But you have struggled with understaffing. Can you talk about how that affects the people you serve?
Yeah, you know, 1,000 employees, that's incredible. We started 57 years ago with 200 employees and have grown over the years. And we are able to make such an impact. We have programs from residential programs, community-based programs, therapeutic and children's services programs, and that number allows us to have such a tremendous impact on San Diego's community.
Let's talk about that, because you have 1,000 employees now, which is fantastic. So what can the organization do now that maybe it couldn't do before?
You know, we're providing more services into more hard-to-reach locations. So we're expanding up into North County, Alpine. We're out in Imperial Valley as well. So getting to much of the harder-to-reach areas.
Talk about the range of services. I mean, you know, we were talking before, during the break, we were talking a little bit about the fact that it could be a couple hours a week. It could, you know, range from full-time care to just a few hours and just hanging out with someone and going to a movie.
Yeah, and that's it. There's a tremendous amount. We use the term direct service professional to kind of encapsulate all the positions, but it's really a full spectrum of positions. It could be in one of our residential homes where it's some life skills and helping take care of people. It could be helping people in their own residential homes. That's one of the services that my daughter receives, is just a little bit of help with some life skills, a couple hours a day. We also have programs where people are engaging in their community, and it could be something that you have as a hobby too. We have this one gentleman that's retired that used to be in a band and play drums, and he goes and jams out with one of our clients, and that's what they do for an hour a week. So it's a whole spectrum of services that we need.
You know, you mentioned very quickly that your daughter receives those services, so it's very personal for you.
It is. It is. That's one of the things that drives me to really push our organization and keep meeting the need. We turned away over 200 people last month that needed services, and that's about average. So we really need caring individuals that want to help out.
So, you know, why is your group or groups like yours so important here to have in the San Diego community?
You know, this is programs like Home of Guiding Hands and other organizations. There's some great ones in San Diego. They provide the service that helps connect these individuals with their communities. They might not be able to have a job or to live independently without these services. Things that you and I take for granted, going to the grocery store or going to a doctor's appointment, that's what these caregivers help provide for these individuals and give them a true life that's in their community and thriving.
Other than people applying for positions, what can our viewers do to help you?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, www.guidinghands.org, and in there you can look at the career position, look at open positions. You can also, there's volunteer opportunities. You know, one of the things that we really value is people's time. You know, a lot of organizations ask for money, we do too, but time is a precious gift that you don't get more of. So we can use the time, we can use the volunteers, we can use employees. You can also go and follow us on social media and see what our impact that our employees are having.
We'll be doing that for sure.
I want to see the one guy rocking out.
Yeah, for sure.
On there. That's great.
Edward, thank you so much for joining us today. If you would like more information, just go to our website, fox5sandiego.com. Click on the Scene on Fox 5 tab. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.